All right. And I'm going to look down on my phone a lot just because I want to make sure I get all these tips out. Um, but this will be more so like a question and answer kind of deal. I'll still give you tips and then answer any questions you have about, excuse me, each little optional. So today we're just going over essays, speeches, and talent tips. Before we jump into that, just a reminder for all of our contestants, make sure your materials are turned in on October 18th. So that is a week from today. Um, if you do miss anything, if you don't turn in something, you're going to get a 0 for that portion of that title. So make sure you turn in everything because those points can make a huge difference, especially for our contestants that are eligible to compete for Majestic Ambassador, which is our high point title. Also, those who are eligible to compete for our Imperial titles, which are like Supreme titles. Right now, Miss Photogenic voting is going on right now. Actually, one of our finalists, Andrea, is in the running for that too. So that is being hosted by Pageant Planet. Each vote is just $1. So make sure you're sharing that out. Have your friends, family, anyone vote. So the person with the highest votes will win the Miss Photogenic title. Just so you guys are aware, on October 23rd, I did set it to where votes will be hidden after a certain amount of time so nobody knows the final result. So got to keep it a little secret. So all right. If possible, and this is a admin error on my end, if you guys are good because you've already sent me your bios and photos, so thank you so much for that. I actually got to use your information to make like a template for the program book, but everyone else watching this, please send over your headshot if you haven't already, as well as your bio. It needs to be 300 words or less so that it could fit in the program book. So I do need that. If you can get it in before the 18th, that's fine. If not, no worries. Get it in on the 18th, and I can go ahead and get that just inserted in. Let's see. Please schedule your interview if you haven't already. The people that are on this one have scheduled, so thank you. I think I have a couple more people that have not scheduled their interview. Once again, it's just like the materials. If you don't have that scheduled or if you don't do interview, you're going to lose those points, which is huge, especially if you are competing in multiple titles. All right. So we'll review those again as well. Oh, and the interview link is in your pageant checklist if you guys don't know. All right. So first, essays, just general guidelines for us this year. Your essays, formatting is not a big thing. I know, Andrea, you actually asked some great questions about formatting and stuff like that. Not a big deal. It's more so the content in your essay. So make sure you're paying attention to spelling and grammar. And make sure you're just following the essay topics. If you're not able to see those essay topics, please let me know. We should have linked each of the pageant descriptions within your pageant checklist. So make sure you are checking that. We would say for the link, at least 300 words or more. And then big thing is to just to make it easier for us and our judges, make sure to submit it as a PDF. If you submit it as a Google Doc or a Microsoft Word, that's not the biggest deal in the world. I can always go in and save it as a PDF. That is not a problem. I just want to make it easier for our judges so they can just easily click and you don't have to worry about like word coming up. Hey, you look super cute too. Hello. So before we move on to speeches, do you guys have any questions about the essay portion?
So it is one page, and you said format doesn't matter. So double space, single space,
That's
just as
totally
long as
fine.
it fits within one page, it's okay.
Yeah, and if you go over 2 pages, like go to 2 or 3 pages, totally fine, not a big deal. Um, our judges, which I officially solidified on Friday, they all work in within education, so they understand like as long as yeah. I can't
No
tell you
pressure.
exactly. I can't tell you who they are yet, but you'll find out and I will I'll explain it during the finale who our judges are obviously. So but yeah, if it's 1 page or longer, totally fine. Just make sure you're answering that question and then just following grammar and spelling, general essay guides.
Thank you.
Of course. Andrea, any questions for you?
No, I think I've asked so many.
Honestly, your questions have been so helpful. So thank you so much. I always love questions. So always keep the questions coming. That's my favorite thing. All right, awesome. So we're going to move on to speeches. Obviously, we do have a few titles that do require speeches. So big thing, just like I'm reading from my phone right here. You're allowed to read from your speech if you need to, whether it be your phone or like a paper, or what I think is phenomenal and easy to use is a teleprompter app. So you can go to a teleprompter website where it just scrolls for you. You can read from it. That's actually what I'm going to use to record our finale this year. So I don't just wing it this year. But use that, embody your inner newscaster. So you have a lot of tools that you can use to make sure that you still sound and look confident. But either way, you don't have to memorize it. Obviously, it's always great if you memorize it, but you're not going to be counted down for memorizing your speech. That's with all that we have you doing, that's going to be a lot to ask for you guys to memorize the speech. I'm just saying. So, yes, paper, your phone, your computer, teleprompter. Get creative. So I'm excited to see speeches for those of you who have speeches. Let's see. Just like essays, make sure you're answering the topic that's within the requirements for the titles that you are competing for. Um, just answer it to the best of your ability. And big thing, just have fun with it. I mean, you don't have to just sit there and be like a robot. Hello, this is my speech today. You don't need to be like that. Have fun with it and be passionate about what you're talking about too, because with the speech that you wrote, those are your words. So you want to make sure that you are conveying your words in a confident manner, if that makes sense. Any questions about speeches?
Yes. To what percentage do you have to be visible?
I would say just what we're like right now, honestly, like chest
Okay.
up. Yeah. And if you
Okay.
want to do full body, that's fine too. As long as we can hear you and hear what you're saying, that's the big thing. So we want to see your face. We want to see you. I would recommend wearing your interview outfit for your speeches. That's what we usually do for on stage.
Mhm.
So wear that, look interview ready, look speech ready, and look confident ready. Gonna make that a tagline.
Thank you.
Of
Well,
course.
I'm glad you said that because that's the one thing I haven't done my speeches yet. So we need to be an interview
Yes. Well,
where for
with the
for all
exception
speeches.
with the exception of multicultural, if
Hmm.
you want to be in your discovery costume or like gosh, what do you costume or customary clothing of that country, that's totally fine to do your speech in that as well. So, or if you have a speech where your outfit is involved with the speech too, that's fine as well. So I'm all for creativity, and of course, our judges will love the creativity as well. So, but I think the best rule of thumb is speech for speeches where your interview wear. Oh,
Okay.
ESPN. Sorry. All right. Any other questions about speeches? All right.
One more question. So
Of
you said
course.
interview wear. So the interview wear that we plan to wear for the interview, or just interview wear?
It could be what you plan to wear or any interview wear. If it was me, I would, of course, be like, I'm gonna wear this dress for this, or this dress for this. That's not required, but I'm just extra like that. Oh, you're still on mute. Say that again.
Oh, that's what the plan was, to
Yeah.
wear something that was appropriate for a speech and not the interview. So that's why I was asking, do I need to wear what I'm wearing for interview or just interview wear? So that makes more sense.
Gotcha. Yep. So,
Okay.
if the speech, what you were wearing for speech is still interview wear, keep that, do that. That's perfect. Awesome. All right. Any other questions before we move on to talent? All right. So for talent is one of my favorite things, obviously. Just woo, yeah. But when you are recording your talent, obviously, no matter what, we want to see your face and we want to see your performance, whatever it be. So if it's spoken word, if it's singing, if it's dancing, the big thing is make sure you give yourself enough room in your shot to capture your whole body for the talent. So we had one contestant who is filming her talent outside. That way she has plenty of room for her dance, which is going to be super awesome. I think I'm just going to have a talent showcase in the finale. So because why not, you know? So make sure you have enough space, and the space that you have, act as though it is a stage. And when I say that, that leads me to using your stage. So if you're singing or dancing, obviously you're going to be walking around the stage or you're going to be dancing around the stage. You want to make sure that you're still accommodating to your virtual audience. So you want to be like, hey, look at your judges. Like you want to act as if you are still on stage and you're still putting on a performance, because just standing there, even though you may sound great or your speech is great or your dancing is great, um, it's not really entertaining if you're just like, I'm going to stand here and sing. So make sure you're hitting the crowd and you're hitting your judges. Does that make sense? Awesome. All right. Big thing with talent is have fun. Definitely have fun. I mean, that's how you're going to get those points, is if you're showing, once again, just like with essay and speech, you want to show off your passion. This is something that is very important to you, and your passion will shine through if you show your confidence and how much you like your talent. Just science. All right. Really, that's the big thing. I think with singing, just make sure that singing and spoken word, anything like that, rapping, anything with vocal, make sure you were in a space that is not too echoey. And you can go back to like some of our old workshops where you can put like blankets on the wall or soundproofing on the wall. That way it's not taking up too much of the sound and it's not taken away from your performance. Same with dancing too. Be careful with copyrighted music, because we will just if you upload it, sometimes YouTube will be like, hey, no, 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 you can't use that. But usually we haven't ran into that yet. But if we do, I can always just dub music over it or something. I don't know. We'll make it work. Um, but yeah, so just make sure you're aware of your surroundings, you have enough space for talent, and big thing, have fun. That's the number one thing. Just have fun, and we'll have fun with you. Any questions about talent? All right, awesome. Beautiful. So, we were going to play a game, but we don't have enough people to play the game. So I'm going to see if we can play the game sometime next week when we are just chatting and answering any last minute questions. But I do want to open it up for any general questions as well, leading up to material turn in day. And then we're leading up to the finale as well. So what questions do you have for me?
One question I have for you is, how does the pageant resume versus professional resume, how does that play into the scoring?
So for the pageant resume, which everyone has to do, that is just going over more so like any of your pageant experience, but specifically like your community service, volunteer work, any appearances, also any academic achievements can go on there as well. You can also put on there like your skills that you excel at within the pageant world as well. For the professional resume, which would just be for professional ambassador, it would literally be the resume that you would use to give to a potential employer, if that makes
But how
sense.
does it, I guess I'm not seeing it on the 2-page PDF. It
Mhm,
talks about the point distribution. I'm not
gotcha,
finding resume on either, for either pageant or professional. So
gotcha. So it's really, up to your interpretation, really. So for the once again, for professional resume, just whatever you would use for, um to give to employers. We would still look over that, and we would give any tips that we need to, as far as, oh, hey, maybe you want to try to format this a different way. Hey, try this little list here and then do bullet points here. Um, and then for the pageant resume, with all the pageant stuff, as far as like, hey, your pageant experience, community service, academic achievement, you're still going to format that as if it is a resume for a professional job, if that makes sense.
no, that's not what I'm asking. I'm
Okay,
sorry.
sorry.
Okay, so like I think interviews 20% of the score.
Right.
what is the resume? What percent of your score?
Oh, gotcha. I have to look on for the
And you
professional
can
part.
get back to me, like you
Okay.
can email me. That's
Yep.
fine.
Perfect.
Okay.
Yeah, let me get back to you because for that, for the general resume, for the pageant resume, I don't think we just use that more so for interview, just to get to
Mhm.
know you. That's why we just require it. We usually don't add in a point system for that, but let me double check and make sure. I actually have all my scorecards like on the floor so I can make them a virtual scorecard for this year.
No problem. No problem.
Awesome.
And
That
I do
makes
have
sense.
another question.
Yes, of course.
Can we talk about presentations?
Of course. Yes.
Okay. I know it says PowerPoint or Google Slide.
Mhm.
Can you make it a video?
Yes, 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 you can.
Okay,
Yes, thank you for
perfect.
asking.
Mhm.
We love videos here, so great question. Um, any other questions? Andrea, do you have any questions?
Yeah, okay. So, as far as okay, so I'm still working through my multicultural, right?
Yeah.
So, what are you expecting me to say for the introduction?
So for the multicultural introduction,
Yes.
so the introduction will be more so as if you live in that country and you're a representative of that country. So you would say, so when I competed, I did Kenya. So oh gosh, I forgot it, but I was like, I live in Kenya. Here's the greeting that they use. Our official language is whatever. Our export and import, just kind of general tips about the country as if you live there.
Ah,
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
okay. And so introduction and okay. And so for the talent, what are they looking for the talent?
So, something that is customary or special about that country. So, for example, if you did Japan, even though that's part of the secondary title, maybe it is some sort of, I don't want to say geisha. I wish Elaine and Emily were here so they could help me with this. But when I did Kenya, I did a dance, like some sort of welcome dance that is native to Kenya or is something that they usually do. So um, it can even be like, goodness, let's say if it's pottery making, if it's just video of you making pottery, I don't know. But something that
That
is,
sounds boring.
I know, right?
Oh no, wait, well, we can do the ghost thing though.
Yeah. So yeah, don't listen to my pottery idea. I'm so sorry.
I'm not taking that one. You
No,
can keep that one for yourself.
just put that in my pocket for a rainy day. So if it's like a dance or some sort of customary song, heck, it could even be the country's national anthem. So something like that, if you want to play it, if you want to sing it, something like that. Or I would assume other countries have pledges of allegiance. I don't know, like we do. So yeah,
Okay.
yeah, something that makes that country stand out as far as like talent. So there was one country when I went to the Dragon Boat Festival where they have sticks and they dance in between them. Like two people like slam the sticks down and then the dancers will dance in and jump in and out. So that would be a great example. Obviously, you can't do that right now because social distancing. So please be safe. But those are just some examples. So the one contestant who's doing her talent outside, I don't she's not doing multicultural ambassador, but her talent would qualify for multicultural ambassador if she did it. So I'm pretty sure she's doing a Bollywood dance, so something like that, just something. Yeah. I know. Just like this. Done, we just recorded your talent, look at that.
Okay. I don't think I have anything else right now. I don't
Awesome.
think I have anything else right now. I
Okay.
can't think of anything else.
And if
Oh wait,
yeah.
wait. One more thing.
Hmm.
This is not. This is for what was it? Was it runway
Hmm.
or spoke? You said you were sending me a video spokesmodel or something. Spokesmodel.
Yes.
Oh,
So for the video for entertainer ambassador, we're gonna have since we have the MC portion, we're going to show you a video. And then while we show the video, you're going to act as though you're the MC for that modeling. So that's the video, but it will be during interview. So you won't get a chance to see it beforehand.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh,
Yeah.
okay. All right. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
You got this. Don't worry. Plus, we will have your red carpet questions as well, too. So we'll be asking you a lot that day. So I think you actually have you booked 2 slots back to back, which thank you for that. So we can, everything will be great. I'm excited for interview. It's my favorite. You're like, no. Yeah. If you do want to get practice, just search for any videos, like any pageant videos with modeling. So if you like go and look up NAM, like sportswear modeling, and just like, so what I do with emceeing, I will look at their outfit and be like, Nancy Drew here is wearing jean shorts and a white tank top with her sparkly tennis shoes. So you're pretty much just kind of improving, kind of like we did last week, but you're just kind of describing their outfit in a fun and entertaining way, if that makes sense.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
It's almost as if you're reading their MC card, but you're making up the MC card yourself on the spot. So
I got you.
yeah.
All right. I'm just gonna keep smiling. How
Yeah.
about that?
Exactly. I promise
My
it's a lot.
list is just so long.
I know.
Okay, so back to the photogenic.
Yes.
So the pictures.
Hmm.
So one headshot,
Yes.
one full body,
Hmm.
and 3 fun.
Yes.
Okay. Does that count as my, what is that, portfolio, or does that have to, is that separate?
It is separate, but if you want to use the exact same photos for portfolio, I'm totally fine with that. It's up to you. So,
Okay.
yeah.
Does it
So
have to be the same outfit, or no?
different ones is fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
All
Perfect.
right.
Great question. Yes. And thank you for asking, because nobody else has done it yet. I'm like, guys, send in your stuff. What if you win? What do I do?
So I don't have to do another bio. You can use the same bio.
Yeah, I can use the same bio. That's not a problem.
Okay.
Yeah.
It was some. I knew it was something else. Yeah, that was.
Yeah. I'm totally okay with that. So if you do win and I use the same bio, just know that the bio will show up within that centerfold as well as your contestants page as well. So which is
Oh,
fine.
it's gonna be 2 different pages.
Yeah.
Oh,
But they'll be spaced out enough that it'll be fine.
okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yep. No biggie.
I don't know.
Yeah. It's a lot. And as someone who has competed in multiple titles with this system before, it's a lot. So I'm expecting this next week leading up to the 18th for like a lot of people are going to have a lot of questions. It's already happened today, which is totally fine. I love to see that because that makes me feel like, hey, these contestants are taking this seriously and making sure they have everything in, even though it is a lot of stuff to get in.
And who's in my category? Is there anyone in my category?
I think there is, I'm trying to think off the top of my head. I think there's only one other person for one of the titles. So, and then as far as Majestic, so Majestic Ambassador for our High Point and our Imperial Supreme titles. So those would be all contestants. So for Imperial, that would be Best Interview, Best Talent, and then I think Best Speech, because we are not doing Best Horsemanship because we don't have anybody in Western Ambassador this year. So everybody who's qualified would be entered into the Imperials, and then anyone who is competing for at least 3 titles, ambassador titles, they are automatically entered into High Point. So everybody is competing, no matter their age or division.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And so finale starting at 5 o'clock.
Yeah, 5 o'clock Mountain Standard Time, so Colorado time. Yeah. I was like, make sure there's not daylight savings time yet. Yep, we're good. Okay, that's November.
Oh wait, 5 o'clock. So it's not happening until 6 o'clock. for
Um,
us?
where are you again? You're in I think 7 o'clock your time then. Yeah.
What time is it there?
So in Colorado right now, it is 1:28.
Oh, so you're saying 7 o'clock.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so I need to change some information. Okay.
Yeah. So, and I'm glad you
Okay.
mentioned that because I would have been so late to it. I would have been like, oh, it's 5 o'clock my time. It would be 4 o'clock my time that day. So I will, yep, it'll be great. It'll be fine.
Okay. All right. So 7 o'clock. So I need to change the times for stuff.
Yeah,
Okay. All right. I can't think of anything else. I can't think of anything else right now.
all
Thank
good.
you.
Of course. And then just email me if you do think of anything else. Esther, do you have any other questions?
Just because you guys were talking about, so on finals night, is it a live Zoom or is it a pre-recorded thing that we'll be watching?
It will be a pre-recorded video you'll be watching. The plan is to stream it through our Facebook page. So you'll see me for a second and be like, hey guys, enjoy the video. So I actually, after this, will be setting up my studio, my green screen. So so yeah, I'm very excited. I've already started to write up the script and everything like that. But yes, so what will happen is you will see a pre-recorded video, so everybody finds out the finale results at the same time. And then after the finale is over, I'll make the video public on YouTube. That way, if you want to share it, you're more than welcome to do so. Also, I know that a lot of people have either moved or like will be staying at a different residence and stuff like that. So I will be emailing beforehand to say, hey, before we send out your stuff, can you give me your most updated address? Even though we have it on the application, I always like to double check because OCD. So that's literally my OCD and anxiety. I want to make sure stuff gets to everybody on a timely manner. So and then once we have everything, we'll be doing our best to get you guys tracking numbers as well. Usually it's me that sends out everything, but since I'm not in Colorado, it's going to be Anne Marie, Emily, and Elaine who's going to help with the shipping. So just keep an eye on your emails because I feel like you guys are going to get more emails from me after the finale. So, yes,
Thank you.
indeedy. Thank you for that question. And then,
Do you know how long? I'm sorry.
oh, sorry. Let me, Esther, will you send me that email about your resume question as far as how much points it is, just so I don't forget? Thank you. Go ahead, Andrea. Sorry.
Do we know how long? I mean, do you know approximately how long it'll be?
I'm planning for at least 30 minutes. And it might go up to an hour. It just depends on how fancy I want to get with the video. But I do plan on making sure that for all the bios I get in and introducing the contestants, I want to make sure that I am reading your bios as well, because I want everybody to learn about you and I want to showcase you guys. So I'm just very excited to showcase and make it as fancy as possible. I'm not the best movie maker, so or video editor, so I'm going to do my best, but I still I would say anticipate at least 30 minutes. Awesome.
That was all.
Perfect. That's a great question. Yes. And if I feel super fancy and somehow get it to an hour, whew, go me. Yeah. So, but it will be a good time. And I'm excited. I'm excited to know the winners, like who's winning what, because I won't know until the 24th. And I'll be like, okay, time to record. Okay, let's get these down. So I can record some stuff as far as like, video shots of me, but I will have to wait until the 24th to do like the voiceover work and be like, this is who did this, this is who did that. Woohoo. So yeah, it should be a great time. If there's anything you guys want to see in the finale, if you have any suggestions, feel free to email them over. I would be more than happy to throw that in there if we have time and if it fits with everything. But yeah, should it be great? And no, I will not tap dance. Don't ask. I can't do that. Uh, Emily and Elaine may be singing. They're supposed to be getting me a copy of them singing the national anthem, so we'll still have that. Um, so yeah, that'll be a nice little performance for you guys. So awesome. Any other questions? Sensational. Okay. Well, I will stop this recording. We can stop the meeting. And then, once again, if you guys do have any questions, especially for those that didn't make it to the workshop, please email missamericanambassador@gmail.com. You guys all have the email. Make sure that we're in your saved contacts because we're seeing that sometimes our emails go to spam, especially the ones we send from our email marketing list. For some reason, it just keeps tagging it as spam, even though it's us. So I make pretty emails, except for the one I made that sent out today. I was like, bright yellow, look at this email. We have deadlines. Please look at this. So, but thank you guys so much for your support. I'm so excited. I cannot believe we're like 2 weeks away from knowing our new royalty. So, so excited. Um, Real quick, we don't have dates for next year yet. Honestly, it's just because of COVID. We are waiting to see if one, our venue is going to allow us to do so, and two, they're actually building a new venue. We are getting a brand new stage and stuff like that. Also, it's going to be handicap accessible. So for anyone that's in a wheelchair, they can actually access the stage because that was an issue if we were to have the pageant this year in person. So kind of worked in our favor so that everybody was able to compete. But they're getting a really nice stage, really fancy lighting and stuff like that. So I'm very excited for the city of Northglenn. So if they watch this, thank you guys. Thank you, City of Northglenn. They said that we should get dates probably towards the end of the year. So hopefully in January or February, we can go ahead and announce next year's pageant dates. But it should be either the end of September or sometime in October. Hopefully. What happened? It's May. Surprise. No. I know, right? Exactly. Oh, I'm on my way, I guess. Okay. But we would love to be in person again, but we will be releasing a poll to see if people are willing to do in person or if they want to do another virtual pageant this year or next year. So, but time will tell. We just want to be safe. We want to make sure we're safe and give you the best experience, all while being safe and healthy. So, all right, awesome, beautiful. Anything else before I let you guys go? All right, awesome. Well, please have a wonderful weekend. I'm gonna go set up my stage myself, and I will talk to you all soon. Okay. All right. Have a great weekend. Bye, y'all.